Hey guys, Dan here with VidderTech, and what an exciting day we've had. Apple just finished their iPhone 12 event where, no surprise, they announced the iPhone 12. Here's everything that's new, let's get into it. Okay, so today we're talking about the iPhone 12. No, not the iPhone XII. Today we're ditching the Roman numerals and ending the confusion for consumers. Adding to the confusion, however, we've got a long new lineup of iPhones coming. On the lower end, we've got a new iPhone 12 mini with a 5.4-inch display and a starting price at $699, along with all the specs from the mid-range model. On the mid-range, we've got the iPhone 12 with a 6.1 OLED display. It has just 2 cameras on the back and an A14 chip built in. That model's starting at $799. Both iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini come in a variety of colors now, including black, white, red, green, and blue. On the upper end, we've got the iPhone 12 Pro, holding all the same specs as the iPhone 12 with some upscale features including a triple lens camera on the back, a LiDAR scanner, and improved materials and durability. On the upper end, we've got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's going to be featuring everything that the iPhone 12 Pro has, but with a significantly larger 6.7-inch screen. The Pro models are coming in 4 classy colors including silver, graphite, gold, and my personal favorite, blue. Of course, the real reason you're probably watching this is to try to figure out why you should consider buying the iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, or iPhone 12 Pro Max. And one of the biggest changes you're going to find is with the design. We've got a new flat edge design that feels much more modern than previous models. And just like on the iPad and Apple Watch Series 6, we're now introducing that blue matte color to the mix. The flat design allows for the actual body of the phone to be slightly smaller than it was before, while still maintaining the same screen sizes that we had on the iPhone 11. Aside from that, the design is relatively the same. We still have the notch, we still have the volume rockers and the sleep-wake button, and we still have the lightning port on the bottom. Now, when it comes to the display, we're still getting these welcome improvements that we sort of expected when hearing that a new iPhone was being announced. They've quoted that it has 2 times more pixels than the iPhone 11, allowing every image to be much sharper and with much more clarity than it had before. They've also introduced something called Ceramic Shield, which is supposed to be tougher than Gorilla Glass. It's essentially new glass that's been manufactured by Apple. Apple also introduced something called Ceramic Shield. It's a new glass that they've crafted that's said to be the most durable glass on a smartphone ever. When it comes to the cameras, you can expect improved performance overall on both front and back cameras. They're going to take slightly better photos, better low light performance, better night mode. When it comes to the Pro models, you're going to have 12 megapixel wide and 12 megapixel telephoto lenses. And on the Pro Max, they've done even more to improve focal length, aperture, and longer framing. It also includes optical stabilization, so you're going to notice smoother shots as your phone is able to balance out the shaking while you're recording. Pro models are also going to get Apple's new Pro RAW format, which is going to bring RAW format to iPhones for the first time. Something that's new to iPhone, but not necessarily new to the Apple lineup, is a LiDAR scanner. That stands for light detection and ranging. Implemented first on the iPad Pro, this takes augmented reality a huge step forward. It means instead of relying on software to gauge depth and how far things are away from the camera, it'll be able to use a radar to actually sense the depth in the room. On the consumer end, that means instead of seeing this message and waving your phone around, you're going to get an extremely fast detection of surroundings and much more accurate AR. That also means significant improvement into things like portrait mode with your camera. Another thing that wasn't really a surprise was the announcement of 5G connectivity brought to the entire iPhone lineup. Without getting too technical, that means significantly faster speeds for most people, quoting up to 4 gigabytes per second in core areas, and upload speeds up to 200 megabytes per second. In most places, you're only really going to get 1 gigabyte per second, but that's still more than even the average consumer has in their household with internet. It also means a lot of improved connectivity, meaning you're not going to have disruption if you're in a crowded place where there's a bunch of people all using cellular together. And then with faster speeds, you're going to enable new things like improved online gaming in the mobile environment. A new feature introduced today is that for the first time we're getting MagSafe brought to the iPhone. For those who don't know, this is a feature that was initially implemented on the Mac lineup. It was a magnetic way of charging so that if you were to trip over a cord, it would unplug itself without taking your laptop down with it. And on iPhone, it's extending further than just charging. Apple detailed a bunch of new cases and accessories that are going to be available. Charging stands that will deliver up to 15 watts of charging wirelessly, car mounts, wallets that stick to the back of your phone, and they're all going to be able to work on top of each other as well. So if you want to charge while you have a MagSafe case on, well, that'll work. Third parties will also be making these accessories, with Belkin announced at the event. So I mean, these changes we're hearing about today are not really anything crazy. In fact, hours leading up to the event, there were some last-minute leaks that detailed the entire iPhone 12 lineup in terms of color and specs, and even some of the accessories that are going to be launching. These leaks came within hours of the event. I mean, Apple, you were so close. The iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro lineups are going to ship in smaller boxes than they previously did, and what's going to be missing in those boxes includes earpods and chargers. This means it's only going to ship with a Lightning to USB-C cable as part of Apple's commitment to the environment. Now getting on to the release date and details. The iPhone 12 mini will cost $699 US, and the iPhone 12 will cost $799 US. They're available for pre-order starting this Friday, shipping starting on October 23rd. Now on the Pro side, the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max will be starting at $999 US and $1099 US respectively. They're not going to be available for pre-order until Friday, November 6th, and they'll begin shipping in the middle of the month on November 13th. So what do you think? Will you be upgrading to the new iPhone? And if you are, which one? Let me know that down below in the comments. As always, remember to hit that subscribe button to see more from me, and hit that like button because it tells YouTube that this video doesn't suck. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.